Hey everybody, it's Lon Seidman, and if you saw my Google Glass review, you saw that I wasn't too impressed with them, just given how much they cost versus what they did. However, the one thing I did like was the hands-free video recording capability, which I didn't think I would find as useful as I did, but because I review products all the time, sometimes having your hands-free is a good thing. So I went out and looked for a less expensive product that did the same thing, at least recording video from your head, and I found these. These are the Pivothead Sunglasses, and they come in a couple of different styles. You know, you certainly don't look as geeky, I guess, wearing these as you would a pair of Google glasses. So here they are, and the first thing you'll notice is the camera, which is right above the nose, and this is a 1080p camera at 30 frames per second. So you get a little bit more resolution than maybe Google Glass would get you. So the big question is, how's the video quality? And it's pretty good, provided you can keep your head still. And this is the same problem, of course, that you'd have with Google Glass. Now what I did do is I put both on at the same time, and I synced up the video and walked out on my back deck just to kind of get an idea as to the differences in video quality. Now the Pivothead has double the resolution of Google Glass, but it's hard really in an inexpensive small camera really to see that much of a difference. But the color saturation is good. It's the field of view is slightly less wide than Glass, but other than that, it's pretty decent. The autofocus is also pretty good on it. As you can see here, I'm outside using an Apple Newton and shifting my gaze from the Newton to my barbecue and back again. It seems to work very well at figuring out what it is I'm looking at and focusing on it. So I found there's a couple of little glitches here or there, but it's really not any worse than any other conveniently held camera might be. Like Google Glass, these do not have a recording light to let people know that you're recording. There is one that's inside the temple here, but you don't get one on the front of the device. So just bear that in mind. It has a battery inside. It's an internal battery. I believe it's a lithium-ion battery, so it charges up through its USB port. And all the memory it has is on the side here. I think it's about 8 gigs of storage on board, which gives you about an hour of recording at 1080p. The battery has been good. I have found that it gets a little confusing on charging, especially if you're plugging it into the computer, because I found it doesn't charge while it's transferring data. So I would recommend plugging it into a AC adapter, and it does not come with one. So prepare accordingly on that front. There's a power button right over here. You just press this once and it'll light up. Now there's a little LED on the side here, and this is all it gives you for indications as to what's going on. And the one thing that I didn't like about it is that while it's recording, you can't see that it's actually started. So you push this rocker switch down on the top here once to get it started up front, and then it'll start recording. However, I often take them off just to check to make sure that red light is blinking, to make sure that it is in fact recording. And it tells you a bunch of stuff on board, and it's a little confusing because it really is hard to see exactly what the camera is doing. Thankfully, there is a PC-based configuration utility, so you're not stuck having to try to figure out what all these lights mean. You can just load up the utility and type everything in. And you also get a nice little hard case here that comes with it, and I was pretty impressed with the packaging overall. There are some little cheat sheets in here as to how to set the resolution and whatnot, but again, I like using that computer-based utility more than anything. Inside, there's also some additional lenses. So in addition to the smoke lenses that it comes with, you have some amber lenses that you can choose, and you also have clear lenses. These are plastic, high-impact plastic, but they are not safety glasses, so you should not use this in lieu of a safety glass, but you have clear and amber, and I suppose you could also use this without the lenses as well. If you're looking for some head-based glasses, these work pretty well. I'll take a look and see if there's other stuff out there. There are less expensive products, but I really wanted to try to get into a 1080p, at least get a little bit more resolution, because that's how I usually shoot most of my videos. But that is the Pivothead recording sunglasses, and I do suggest if you're looking for a Google Glass alternative to check them out. This is Lon Seidman. Thanks for watching.